Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is Adam Abou-Shehada and this is ZIN Talk. Today's guest is Salama. She is a Zumba instructor and former agent for Zumba in Egypt. Now, before I bring her on, say hello, say hi, leave some comments below. We will have a poll up in a bit as well. So if you could just give us a yes/no answer, that would be perfect. Let's bring her on. Hello, Sally. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hello there. Brilliant. How are you doing? You good?
Thanks for having me.
Bless you. Thank you for joining us today. That's brilliant. Okay, Sally. So tell us about your Zumba journey as an instructor and when you became a Zumba agent.
Well, yeah, that's been a while now. I came across Zumba in 2009, but only as an explorer or a student. We didn't have a lot of Zumba instructors in Egypt. So I was basically just curious. I saw a few videos online, got the home DVDs, and then I decided I want to do this. So in 2011, I went to the US. I took my training in San Diego with Elisa Stone. She's my Zumba mama. I absolutely adore her. She is amazing. And the rest was history. The fun fact or funny part about my journey is I didn't actually start teaching right away. I taught one class after 6 months and I freaked out and decided I wasn't going to do this. And then, literally one class. And I was like, no, I can't do this. And I couldn't face my students. I was facing the mirror. I basically did everything wrong the first time. But yeah, and then a couple of months after that, I decided to give it another try and it worked somehow. I mean, people came back. That's what I keep telling my students. I'm like, I must have done something right because you came back.
Definitely.
And then.
So what year was this? What year did you become a ZIN?
2011, November 2011 was my training. And I started teaching in 2012. So a few months after that. And then I just took it from there, took some of the specialties. We didn't have any trainings back then in Egypt. Our first training in Egypt was in 2012, and I wasn't an agent back then. I became an agent in 2013. My first training in Egypt as like the official training was April 2012. And then my first training as an agent was February 2013.
February 2013. That was the first first training you hosted. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. So and who was Anna? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. My wife, funny enough, she did her training with her as well. Yeah, it was good. That's brilliant. So she's really nice. She's really good, Anna. That's brilliant.
Absolutely.
And yeah, definitely. No, it's brilliant. So which speciality have you done, and what do you like most?
So my B1 was actually Jumpstart Gold. So I got the gold training with the B1, but wasn't for me. I was so fascinated by toning and aqua Zumba, which I also had to travel to take in Hungary with Kelly Bullard, who is amazing. She's amazing when it comes to those two specialties. And then I took Zumba Kids. I taught kids for a year, and I was done with kids.
Very brave.
Yeah, one summer, and it was over. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Bless you. I don't blame you.
I took step. I took, what else? I think that's pretty much it. And then I just went in for strong. That's it.
Oh, brilliant. So you've taken toning and you've done aqua as well, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done kids, awesome. Done step. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant. You've done step. Oh, lovely. No, it's brilliant. So let's...
Did not teach that, though.
Yeah, I've actually, funny enough, it's one of the specialties that I've taken and actually done. I did it for maybe a year or something as well. Yeah, it was okay. It
Mm-hmm.
was good. It was good. Let's bring up some of the peeps online. We've got Anna Lee from Sweden. We've got Sonia Morris. We've got Angie
Hi,
as
guys.
well. She says Eid Mubarak. And
Oh,
you've
thank
got
you.
you've got Hender. He says, "I love you,
I love you
Sally."
too.
Bless him. We've got Sarah Webb, and we've got Rhea Martin from
Hi.
Michigan, US. Yeah, you've got a Wala Ghunaim as well. She says, "Hi, Sally."
Hi. Yes, she's from Egypt.
Yes, brilliant. That's awesome. That's really good. By the way, guys, leave us some questions below, and we'll try and answer as many as we can. Okay, so what was the next question? Next one is, yeah. So, is there anyone that inspires you?
Um, Plenty actually. When it comes to the Zumba world, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, there are people who like I've hosted so many trainings over the years, and I've seen so many Zesses teach B1s. I'm not even going to go anywhere near the specialties. And I've seen how every single one of them teaches in a different way. So I have to say, every single person I've hosted in Egypt, and I'm going to start with Hender since he was the one who said, I love you first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Hender is beyond an inspiration. Honestly, he was a surprise, and yeah, he was a surprise for everyone here in Egypt. Sandra Harns is wow. Yeah, I have no words for her. Anna Georgescu inspires me both as a Zest and as a person. I've had the pleasure of working with her over 6 years. She was the one who came here the most. And she's such a beautiful human being, and a Zest, and very dedicated. Kelly Bullard, she's my sister from another mister. I absolutely adore her. I have to say, someone from home office who is very special to my heart, AP, because like when everybody in the Zumba world has a crush on Beto. Mine was on AP.
Yeah.
Completely
No, it's
different.
I'm the CEO.
I mean, everybody's screaming at convention, Beto, we want a picture. And I'm like, I see AP from afar, and I'm like, hi. Yeah. Then I actually went to home office and met him in person and talked to him, and that was amazing. He is an inspiration as well. My friends, there are so many in the Zumba world, instructors. But yeah, there's just so many people when it comes to Zumba.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Definitely. AP, yeah, he's really good. I met him a few times. I remember the first time I was in Lille in France. Yeah, it was cool. He's definitely, a part of the growth of Zumba. He's made, Zumba what it is today. Without him, I don't know what it would be. So yeah, what was your favorite rhythm?
See, that's a tough one. My favorite is salsa.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it comes to like the core rhythms. However, my absolute favorite is soca, which is quite surprising. Yeah.
No, it's brilliant. It's a new one. Yeah, it's really good. Definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
brilliant.
love it. I love the energy. I love how crazy everyone gets when any song comes on. It's just it's different than most of the other rhythms.
Rhythms, definitely. Yeah. No, definitely. That's really good. So it's salsa and soca. No, it's brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah. So what would your advice be to a new Zumba instructor?
I mean, one of them is usually the first advice any Zest would give in a training, and that is practice, practice, practice. And I would say patience. Patience is very important when you're just starting to teach. And by patience, I mean finding a job, maintaining your students, working hard. There's so many things when it comes to patience, because it's not an easy job. Let's put it this way. But if you love it and you do have the patience and you practice a lot, you're gonna get there.
That's brilliant. That's good. I completely agree with that. What do you love most about being a Zumba instructor?
Changing lives, and I know that might sound like a cliche, but it's very, very true. Over the years, I've seen so many women, I mean, especially women, because I teach women. I've seen how their characters have changed. I see how they have more confidence. They feel better about themselves, about their bodies. It's kind of liberating somehow. When you express yourself in a Zumba class, I teach other formats, and there's really something special about Zumba. There's nothing like it. I mean, other programs are amazing and everything. I'm just saying, like, Zumba has that factor that really does affect lives and changes them in a positive way. And that goes for instructors as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. I know that Zumba has something, even, a lot of instructors probably started as Zumba instructors and then taken on other formats, and they've become fitness pros, so yeah, I completely agree, and I see where you're coming from, definitely.
Yeah, I honestly believe Zumba's a door. It's a door, let's call it this way, it's a door opener for the fitness world. I was someone with no fitness experience. I used to be an athlete, but I was not an instructor. I had like I said, I was teaching the first class facing the mirror, and I barely made it. So yeah, Zumba has made such a huge difference in my life. I remember I was very shy. I could not look people in the eye. I remember my first year, I was still very shy in class, and now it's very easy for me to make a complete fool of myself and just have fun in class and let go.
Yeah, no, definitely. You were saying you were an athlete. Wow. Previously, what was it you were doing?
I used to be a gymnast.
Oh, brilliant. That was good. Yeah, definitely. So how did that go? What did you do? How long? Tell us.
I was an athlete since I was a gymnast since I was 5 years old. So, I mean, very early on. We start early. And I quit when I was around 13, 14. And like, I was a national champion. And the embarrassing thing is the reason I quit was I kind of started to develop a phobia from the balance beam.
Oh.
I got scared at my last championship, and I refused to get on it, and I didn't. And I don't remember going back to training ever since.
That's a shame, but it's
yeah. It's not easy as a child. I mean, I still remember that moment, and that it was very scary for some odd reason, when you just see yourself falling off of something. And but I also learned so much from gymnastics. I mean, discipline, mind over matter. There are so many things that you learn from sports, and it helps when I've been seeking fitness ever since. Like, I stopped gymnastics, but I still wanted to move.
Yeah. So you have to find something else at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So, what was the highlight of your time as an agent for Zumba?
Wow, so many things. I would say probably on top of the list, because this would be a milestone, if we can call it that, was ZIN 75 being shot in Egypt, and the period working on this, and the pyramids. Come on.
That was amazing. Yeah, I thought you had something to do with that, to be honest with you. I forgot to ask, actually, but I'm glad you brought that up. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it's a highlight, honestly. I mean, it was an honor working with Home Office and putting this together and organizing it and getting all the paperwork done and picking not just the pyramids, even the one-on-one location, because that's like a hidden gem in the center of Cairo that I personally didn't know anything about. and someone recommended it to me. I went, I looked at it and sent the pictures to home office, and they were like, wow, we want this. This is what we're looking for. So yeah, it took a few months in the making, and the whole experience, honestly, there's so much that goes behind ZIN volumes that made me have even more respect for what we see as an end result, because it's not easy. And believe it or not, there isn't that many people involved, like from home office. So it's such a big production, and they work so hard to make it happen. And I've seen that, and I've experienced that firsthand. But also seeing Egypt in a ZIN volume, like 185 countries are watching that. That was such an amazing feel. I remember seeing the email, ZIN 75 in Egypt, and then I opened the ZIN volume, and I saw the pyramids, and I started crying because it was so emotional. I know I sound like a kid now, but this is how it felt.
It was amazing, to be honest. I was when I saw it. I think a lot of people were very very impressed by it, actually. Well done, Sally. Actually, it was really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really brilliant. I'm glad we hit that point. Actually, that was good.
I remember someone on one of the groups was like, "Are those real? Like, are those pyramids real?"
It's green screen or something.
It's not a backdrop. And also, working with Loretta and Prince, wow, like seriously, wow. I don't have anything else to say.
It was a great volume, definitely. I know that I've nabbed the warm-ups from that volume. It's really good.
Yeah,
definitely. No, it was brilliant. So, what were the challenges, and if so, what? Yeah, just enlighten us a bit on any challenges you had being an agent for Zumba in Egypt, bringing Zumba to Egypt.
So the first thing, I don't know if you would know, but it's something that most people would probably not know, is the word Zumba in Egypt.
Yeah, I know what it means. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're marketing for word that basically means prank. So people would be like, yeah, and now what do you want? So it took a while. Like at the very beginning, I'm not going to say it's a challenge. It was funny. But one of the challenges that we've always had in Egypt is the culture, because women don't want to dance in a mixed crowd. So the culture of doing ladies only trainings or ladies only classes was a bit hard to kind of explain to the home office at the beginning. But I guess once they started spreading into the Middle East, they kind of got the idea. But surprisingly, it was also a challenge even in Egypt, because we had people who were objecting to that. And that wasn't easy. I'm like, guys, this is the culture. Just some women are not comfortable, or it's just they're more conservative, so they don't want to dance in a mixed crowd. But then we have this other people who are okay with it. So we need to do both. So it was hard to kind of make everyone happy. That's one thing. And yeah, it took a while for people to also understand that Zumba is a fitness program and that it's not just dancing, and for people to take it seriously. And I think that's a challenge everywhere, worldwide. But it's still like, people are like, Zumba, I do CrossFit. And I'm like, yeah, but why are we comparing? That's one thing, and that's another. There's really no need for comparison. But yeah, I think that's basically it. And it was just the first couple of years, and then it just boomed.
That's brilliant. So how has it evolved? How has Zumba evolved in Egypt?
It's a lot bigger. I don't think there's any gym that doesn't have Zumba classes now. I remember that we started with one instructor training in a year, and then it was 2, and then it was 4. And then I remember the last year I was an agent, we had somewhere between 14 and 16 trainings. So that's one of the things. And now, because we have a ZES, we have a local ZES in Egypt. Ola, she's teaching a training every month.
I know the Middle East in the last year or so, they've assigned a lot of ZESs. Well,
Yes.
local ZESs, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Ola in Egypt, and there's a ZES in Kuwait, Lebanon, Jordan,
Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia have one as
Saudi
well.
Arabia. Yes, they do have one. And for the UAE, it's still Anna Georgescu.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it has changed quite a bit, actually, over the last 10 years, hasn't it? Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, definitely. That's good. Okay, so how are you finding your virtual classes?
Exhausting.
Yeah.
Exhausting. I mean, people would expect that it's easier. So the only thing that's easier is you don't have to drive to the class, but the setup, the connection, oh my God, the connection, the music being in sync with your moves is a challenge. It's just, it's exhausting, like seriously exhausting. And you have to, if you're teaching in a class 110%, like they teach you in a training, in a virtual class, you're teaching 210%. So you can get the energy across. So yeah, my experience wasn't very easy. It's been a challenge since we've been quarantined at home, and it's mainly because of the connection. To be honest, our connection is not great in Egypt.
Definitely, there's a lot of people agreeing with you.
See, I'm not the only one.
Definitely. I think we've all had a bit of that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got burned out faster than regular classes. And I'm only teaching one class a week.
Yeah, no, I know of people that are a bit, burnt out on a break for a while until some normality comes, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. So was there so obviously you use Zoom, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are on Zoom. Have you tried the what's it called, Zumba's own? I think it was ZIN Studio or anything like that.
Not really. No. I'm gonna say that out loud, and I'm sorry in advance, but I was concerned about security and like small stuff like that. I was like, I'd rather stay where it's safe. And I have a management system that integrates Zoom, so I really didn't need to change.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that started with Zoom, it's hard to shift onto anything. It's the same here. I haven't actually used ZIN Studio at all, the pre-recorded classes or the live classes. I've heard some good things, people have used that. At least it's part of the package that Zumba are providing. So it's really good. So I think we're going to go on to onto Q&A, okay? Let's see some of these questions for you. Just going to go through some. So bear with me. Okay, so Wala Ghunim, she asks, I know you enjoy teaching both Zumba and Strong. If you have to choose only one to teach, which will it be?
That's a hard one, but I would go with Zumba.
Fair enough.
I love them both, and they're not to be compared, but if I had to choose, I'm going to dance.
Yeah. Strong's really good, definitely. But yeah, I know who doesn't like a good boogie, for sure. So you got Sonia said, if you could record one track for a ZIN volume, which rhythm would you choose, and who would you like to dance the track with, probably?
I would choose soca. Who would you like to dance the track with? That's a hard one. There are so many. Wow, I can't. That's a hard one. Who would I dance with? I'm gonna have to think soca and someone I want to dance with, and who wouldn't make me look like an idiot.
I think it works the other way around, doesn't it?
Okay. I honestly can't choose. That's not easy.
That's a difficult one. No
Yeah,
probs.
I mean,
Maybe
there are
we'll.
so many of them that I want to dance with. I don't care what rhythm, but yeah.
Bless you. That's fine. Let's go on to the next one here. So, love that you wear the hijab. Do you customize your own Zumba ones, and do you recommend any brands out there that do them for sports?
It hasn't been easy, to be honest, but I do use the Zumba scarves, like the square ones that they sell in the Zumba shop, and I fold them into a triangle. And I've been using those ever since I became a Zumba instructor. I've worn them at convention, I've worn them in classes, in training, so many things. They're not ideal, they're not created for that, but they serve the purpose. If we're talking like sports hijab, there's plenty of brands out there, and surprisingly we have a couple of local brands here in Egypt now. But if we want to, since we have like an international audience, there's Adidas, there's I have to say I wasn't a huge fan of the Nike ones.
That's good. We need some, some ones that actually use them, to give us.
The Adidas one is nice. The Under Armour one seems nice. I haven't actually seen it or tried it. We do have like the local brand, and I know that they ship internationally. It's called Spark Performance. It's great. It's lightweight. It's breathable. I have like all the colors, and I use them for other classes. That's really one of my favorites, and it will be one that I would recommend. And it's Egyptian, so yay. And there is another one that I came across online. It's called eCardin, Cardin. Those are actually very nice, and I love their colors. So there's plenty of brands out there.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you've got one from Hender. It says, when are you planning your next Zumba event in Egypt?
Oh, come on. You know that one. That's a tricky question. Well, we were unlucky, like everybody else in the world, that we had to cancel our event for 2020, and we're pushing it to next year for October 2020 or 2021. We don't have the dates yet, but it's going to be October, and that's the Glam Getaways. So that's our next event in Egypt.
Bless you. Do you want to tell us a bit more about Glam Getaways?
So Glam originally, and this is what most people probably don't know, and that's the story, behind it, is it was created to promote our local tourism through Zumba. What better way? Because our economy has been hit very hard since 2011, since the revolution, and a major contributor to the economy. Yes, I know, Jade. The tourism was hit very hard, and it's one of our major contributors to the economy. So actually, it started off with a conversation with Loretta Bates when she was here in Egypt for a training. And she said, how about we do a cruise on the Nile? And I'm like, okay, maybe we can do that. And of course, because, people who know me, they know that I will take something that is this big and turn it into something that big. I just can't. Because I've organized so many master classes and events in Egypt. So I decided to combine Zumba and tourism. And instead of just taking a cruise on the Nile in Cairo, we went to south of Egypt, and that is Luxor and Aswan, where most of the history is, and the monuments. And I'm biased, but you can ask Hender since he's here. It was epic. It was such an amazing experience. You have no idea.
He sings your praises. He says you must visit, and if Sally has organized the event, you should definitely go.
Yeah.
You will be looked after so well.
Hender was in Egypt a few months before that, and this was the first time we met. And this is why I'm saying he was a surprise, is when he came, I was like, can you please come back for the events? And a few months after that, he was here again. And I have to say, we call the presenters who come for the glam, we call them the glam fam, because they do become family when they come here. And glam is not just a Zumba event. It's so much more. It's an experience. You get to experience history, excursions. You see things. I mean, I've seen things that as a 36-year-old, I haven't seen my whole life in Egypt before as part of these events. We've been to, like, the second year, we went to El Guna, which is close to Hurghada, the Red Sea. And it's a new town. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You have no idea. We went on a desert safari. I mean, I was riding behind Hender on the buggies. Yeah, I drove him nuts. But I mean, yeah, it's not just a master class, and the presenters are with you the whole time. I'm biased, but you can ask anyone who has been there. It's a different experience, and you get to see Egypt. You get to experience the food. You get to experience the culture, the history. And Cairo, you get to see the pyramids. You want to go now, right?
Yeah, already. Literally, you know what? A lot of the Brits, they were raving about it. You know, when they went the first time, at least from what I remember. Hender wouldn't shut up about it. It was pretty good. He had an amazing time.
I mean, Hender came to Egypt without Zumba. He just came back.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah. So hopefully the next one is planned in Sharm el-Sheikh, which is also the Red Sea, but it's known for the best, like, corals, the underwater experiences. That's another thing that we've done also in the Red Sea before. Snorkeling, beach activities. And again, they have one of the best desert safaris. Sharm el-Sheikh is gorgeous.
No, it's amazing. Definitely. No, it's brilliant. Yeah. There's a lot of people saying they definitely want to go. Yeah, we've definitely got a lot of interest.
Awesome. I've never been to Egypt. Yeah, you have to come to Egypt. Trust me.
Hender's really singing your praises. Even my other half's like, we should go. Bless. Yeah, I know, it'd be awesome. Definitely. No, it's brilliant. Let's see what says. Big and amazing. I'm just got a lot to say. Emmeline says it was such a cool experience.
Hi, Emmeline.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. That's really good. Let's have a look and see if there's
any and we've got over a year to work on it, so that's a good thing.
Definitely. So when do you think it will? Because I know that you postponed it to October.
So it was supposed to be 1st to 5th of October. We're just gonna have to double check the dates with the hotel and make sure that it's available. And yeah, so it's probably gonna be within the first 2 weeks of October.
Yeah, is that next year? 2021 is it?
Yeah.
Or 20?
Yes, next year.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. That's good. Let's have it. I'm just trying to see if there's. And there's just I am going. I'm going, and everyone should go. You won't. Okay.
Yeah, he's.
No.
I mean.
Yeah, he's really bigging it up. I don't blame him actually. Egypt's beautiful. Let's have a look. I was going to see the results for the poll quickly. Let's have a look. I'll try and bring that across. Do bear with me. Okay, yeah, was there anything else you'd like to enlighten us while I try and get the poll going?
I don't know. Does anyone else have a question?
Yeah, they need to. Let's have a look. Come on, guys, give us some questions. I'm just going to get the poll sorted. Do bear with me. Show results. Okay, let's have a look.
No questions. Any questions?
Come on, guys. Grab some questions. Let's have a look. So I'll show some results. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so you got 71% that said they would love to go, and 29% said no. So yeah, I wonder why.
That's okay. We can do some convincing. It's
Definitely.
not hard.
You've got to sell it. Come on, sell it.
Yeah, well, the common comment that we've had over the past few years, and I understand that, or it's a common question, is Egypt safe? And we live here, so yeah, it's safe. There's really nothing here. I don't think we've had any incidents recently, and it's been perfectly safe, and they're opening up. Aside from COVID now and all of the pandemic-related closures, Egypt is just like any other country. If anything happens, it's isolated. It's probably in an area where you're never going to go. And security is pretty tight. Everybody who has been here has seen that. Foreigners have a great time, and not necessarily even Zumba related. People just come in for tourism, and yeah.
Egypt, was one of the, especially the pyramids. It's one of the wonders of the world. So yeah. Egypt's amazing. It's beautiful, definitely. Here, I've missed some questions, but here I found them. Here, so I feel a bit nervous going back to teach face to face. Do you have any tips?
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand where you're coming from. I kind of feel the same. It depends on my personal advice would be, if you don't feel very comfortable, maybe don't, or just wait a bit until you actually feel confident enough to do that. And it also depends on the gym or the space where you're teaching, if it's safe enough, if they have safety measures implemented or not. Like, I'm personally going to wait until September, but that's my personal choice. I'm going to wait to see when summer is over and everybody's back, and how things are going to look like. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to teach face-to-face or not. But yeah, better safe than sorry. And it depends. If you can wait, then do that.
Yeah, some good advice here. So we've got a Roxanne Hussein. She said, what made you get into event organizing?
I've been in event organizing my whole life, almost. That was my job before Zumba. I was organizing Egypt's participation in international exhibitions. So that was what I've been doing most of my life. I remember organizing my prom at school. So yeah, I just love it. I love it. I love that it doesn't get old. There's something different. There's something new every time. I still organize events, and it's not just Zumba, fitness events in general, other events. It's fun. It's stressful, but it's fun.
So Roxanne's, she's hosted a few events and trainings and jams. She was our guest a few weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I have to say, since she's one of us, it's not easy. It's not easy. Especially Zumba events, they're not easy. And it's not always easy pulling the numbers and getting people in. So yeah, I feel you. I know.
That's you. So it's another question. What's your favorite belly dance song?
Okay. So the interesting part is, I am not a huge fan of belly dance.
You're Egyptian, isn't it in your blood?
It is. I will do belly dance if I have to every now and then. But do I have a favorite song? I'm going to have to say it's the last one that was my favorite was the one from ZIN 75. So that's...
Oh, that was Loretta's, wasn't it, that one? There was
Loretta and Anna, both
it's not Telefon صغير, wasn't it? Telefon صغير?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that one. I've done that one in class, actually, myself.
Yeah. I've done the one-on-one version, though.
Oh, is that Anna? Yeah, yeah, that one. I
Yeah,
agree. I did that one as well.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
And here's a secret. This
Hmm.
one was done in Egypt. Like the choreography was developed and done and approved in Egypt.
Yes. Yeah, I could imagine, a Zes, obviously not an Arab Zes, coming to Egypt and, doing maybe B2, and watching everyone doing the belly dance section.
Trust me,
They're all experts.
this so Anna Georgescu taught the first B2 in Egypt. Poor thing. Poor thing. And as she says the story, she's like, I had the dinosaurs in my class. And those are like the very first instructors, the first group of Zumba instructors in Egypt were all in her training, including myself. And I remember she said, I mean, after she was coming here for a while and we had that personal relationship where she could tell me the truth, she was like, I was so scared that I wanted to just skip belly dance and do something
Oh,
else.
bless.
And I remember she said, okay, next rhythm, we have belly dance. You know that? All right, moving on. And then she kind of made fun of the whole thing. But honestly, she did a great job. She was very good. And yeah, I think we had fun with every single Zest who came to teach B2. Sandra did a B2. And Sandra was very smart because she used a very popular song that we know here in Egypt. And I mean, she's Sandra, she can pull off anything. And we had Daniela Chesnakova from, wow, I forgot the country right now. She also did belly dance, but then she stopped for a second and told the girls, okay, so now you show me your belly dance, and I'm going to learn from you. So yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So Daniela, sounds like she's Russian, probably.
No, no,
Similar?
Daniela Chesnakova is from Czech Republic.
Czech. Ah, bless
Yeah,
her. Yeah. Ah, interesting.
she's a sweetheart. She is, yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Hender's put Tiki Tiki. This is it's a song from Hakim. I think he did
Yeah,
a.
this is not mine, Hender. This is Emelina's. Emelina is the one who does that song. Yeah, it's another song by Hakim, and it's very popular in the Zumba world.
Brilliant. No, that's awesome. Brilliant. I think because for some reason I missed a load of questions, but I think we're okay now. So that's perfect. That's good. Okay. Sally, do you want to introduce next week's guest?
All right, so next week we have someone very special. I've had the pleasure of taking one of her classes before at convention, and she's adorable. Donna Giffen. I'm going to be tuning in personally because I want to see that one.
Definitely, Donna. She's awesome. She's been a Zest for like 10 years. She's been, she's inspiration for a lot of us here in the UK. She's amazing. Can't wait to see her next week. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, she's
Definitely.
a fireball. Her
She is a
masterclass
fireball.
is amazing. Yeah.
She is awesome, actually. Yeah, no, she's brilliant. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So that's awesome. So thank you so much for that, Sally, for joining me today. You've been amazing, and you've enlightened us a lot about Egypt and about your experiences. Really appreciate it. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
Bless you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching and participating in our discussions. Tune in next week with myself and Donna Giffen. Thanks again, and goodbye from Sally and from myself. Take care, guys. Cheers. Bye bye.
Yay! Yeah. You're welcome.